Ciderfest. Welcome to Ciderfest.
Welcome to Ciderfest.
So this
that doesn't seem right.
A bunch of,
Guys, how to YouTube the tripod broke? How to YouTube? How do YouTube?
So this panel is here to help you all. This is super casual. We can do introductions here in a bit, but just know that we do YouTube for careers. Legitimate. You better. I paid you money to say that. We got other shit.
Do what?
Video may have radio.
Why did you do it?
I'm so sorry. Black Griffin! Yay! No, that's too much. Don't cheer more for him than me. Alright, so yeah, let's get this going with introductions. How about that? Can we do that? Yeah, cool. Hi, over to my left we've got PaleoSteno.
Hello.
Paleo, what do you do on YouTube?
I talk about cartoons and stuff.
Woo! Yeah, it's my line. Jax Blade.
You know who it is. Jax Blade. Hi, my name is Jax Blade, and I do YouTube, and my channel is currently going through a good little boost right now.
Bragging.
Give me this. Yeah, so anyways, I do videos on animation, cartoon, anime, or animation in general. Whatever, animation in general, and video game, like workout routines on how to get fit like the characters, because I'm a big dork. What?
I'm sorry.
The Barley Room.
Oh, sorry.
Barley knows, but yeah, that's what I do. I do videos like that, and I'll make you super. Just saying. Yeah, there we go. Good. Yeah.
So, bad puns aside,
Hey.
we have a few other folks in this audience. We'll introduce ACRacebest is here, unfortunately. He's getting his camera set up. Gabe, you want to come up here and introduce yourself? You have my cheese curds. Bring them up here. Ladies and gentlemen, cheese curds. That was awesome. All right, Gabe, tell us about you.
I'm a Gabriel Brown or Black Griffin. Usually the words flow right up here. That's right. I'm enjoying the cheese curds, and I really have been enjoying the cider. I am a YouTuber that does YouTube videos. Lots of them are impressions, and the good ones are not impressions. Yeah, that's me, and that's what I do, and I also do the brony stuff. I mean, yes, a YouTuber. I figured that was descriptive. See, yeah, I love you.
All right, and then we have the last but not least, ACRacebest. Bye, Gabe. Let's get to having you on the panel. Oh, Mom. You take him with you.
Take him. He'll get constipated. That's not
Where's
true.
on you? You're going to 2 weeks.
Where is he
Constipation is way worse than diarrhea.
What happened?
Oh, yeah. I don't know why people think.
So has everybody learned about YouTube so far? Like, is this working?
It's working.
Yes.
No.
You take a video, you upload it, you push the button, you make money. Done.
No,
you have to praise the YouTube gods first.
You have to make a seance to the YouTube gods and sacrifice brain cells and dignity. No,
Yes.
legitimately, we are here to help answer any of your questions about YouTube, how to get started on it, best tips and tricks of the trade,
How to grow it.
problems you might run into with copyright, and just challenges like that. We open book, casual, fun panel.
Yes.
And we're here to help you. And
Hey guys, if it gets to it, you can ask us the most random questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Why
You
is
could be like, why is salami round?
Why is Lola Bunny hotter than Judy
Can I
Hopps?
tell you all a quick story before we start? So I was at my grandfather's house, and he put out a big old snack tray, and I thought what he was serving was like salami. And I was like, sweet. I started downing stuff left and right, and then I took a bite out of it, like the 7th time, and I'm like, why does this taste so funky? My grandpa, what is this? He goes, it's liver. And I've never had liver before.
I think they're just toys.
Yeah, that was my first time having liver, and I was kind of.
Oh, my shirt.
All right, by the way, I'm Saberspark, so hello. All right, you all ready to go in? You got any questions?
Yeah.
Let's fire it off.
Any questions about YouTube?
Wait, people are checking out my shirt, guys. Calm down.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that anyway?
My mom.
Hot topic.
Really?
Yes, all the pony shirts I own were from my mother.
Wow.
I love her because she keeps me well dressed.
Okay. He made it.
Dude, this is so
Well,
I see your hand go up first. Let's go ahead and start drilling into these questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Saberspark who makes videos on things he enjoys versus the guy who makes videos on anime workout that are kind of related to popular shows at the moment.
Yeah.
In terms of views, how do you guys feel about not going on popular things at the moment versus going on popular?
Can I pause you right there? Saber, do you actually enjoy the stuff that
Yeah,
you watch?
I do. There's
Really?
There's the satisfaction of digging into. What? So for those who don't know, I review. Part of what I do for my shtick is reviewing really bad animated movies. And for me, where it gets bad is when it's boring. Which, like, I watch Paleo.
Yeah.
No, I watched these bad movies with Paleo, and there are moments where I'm like, this is boring. Like this is a slog fest.
Yeah.
Versus something where it's like, oh, I'm Barry McBarrington, and we gotta go save the princess
Yeah,
from
when
Mickey
we were watching the Panda movies, like some of them were like so insane, we were just laughing at it.
Yeah, I was crying laughing watching like the panda fight. 'Cause I'm like, this is absurd. I love the absurdity. I love the insanity of just things where it's like, what were they thinking? Why is this so ugly? Why is it so poorly executed? Versus something where it's like long drags of just nothing and boring. That's the worst. But to answer your question, I have a lot of fun doing it because for me it's like the search to see what the bottom of the barrel is. And I'm gonna tell you right now, next week's video is the answer. I'm reviewing something called Jingo Pictures. Y'all remember that? The yee dinosaur?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's that studio who made those animations.
So like, what? I'm sorry. Could you repeat your question?
So I was saying, I understand yours is probably still a passion project that you're doing for your anime workout videos, right? But you tend to do things that are a little more like newer or relevant, whereas he's going back and like digging up things and going for like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, how do you feel about viewership in terms of that? Would you like to try to stick to things that are newer?
Oh no. So like, the thing with my channel is I'm one of the I'm very grateful for my channel, like its size and how it's like grown and stuff like that. YouTube isn't like my main source because I'm an online coach as well. I'm a personal trainer, so like that's like my primary job. Like that's what I do. So when I do YouTube videos, it's primarily stuff I really want to do because I feel like for instance the newer stuff that you just mentioned, okay? This is something my boy here taught me. He said to always hit when the iron was hot when something. So
I was the one who said that.
I watched his video.
I said it first.
Well, I watched his video. Like he honestly, okay. Go to PaleoSteno. Is it still up? The video?
Yeah, the video.
Go watch his top 7 ways to grow a YouTube channel with.
Oh, maybe it was you. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. It helped me so much with my channel, and honestly, like if there's something I really want to talk about, I'll like talk about it. But I don't go out my way to go, like I only have to talk about new stuff because like I know for me, I get like a bit burned out doing the same thing over and over again. Like even if it's something I love, like if I do something like 5 videos in a row and it's the same topic, I'll be like, okay, I need to do something else. So like I always like try to switch it up. But yeah, it's fun either way for me. I just like.
All right, questions. Any of them, fire away. You and then you. So yes.
If there was there any advice that you'd like to go back to yourself at the very beginning and just go, okay, don't do this or do this, what would it be?
So I'm a big believer in things happen the way they do for a reason. And if you change the past, you can kind of alter your path. I hear you saying.
Yeah, if you got some advice from a person who, what would, like, it would be you from the future just coming back and saying, okay, this is what you should be doing right now as you're starting out.
Oh, okay. So, before in the past, I didn't know how to edit videos or do thumbnails or something like that. Recently, my friend taught me how to do Photoshop for editing like thumbnails, and it's so much fun to make like a thumbnail now. It's so fun to do Photoshop like once you master it. And I guess I would just say like try Photoshop. It'll make your thumbnails better. Also, learn to edit because I remember the way I learned to edit was actually. One of my commenters is like, "Oh, would you like to learn?" And he like made me like a tutorial on all my videos. Like he like said, I use this system called Power Director, and what I do is I do this, and he just made like a little 5-minute video explaining how to use it. and I practiced that video like every day, and it was fun. So like I guess just learn that earlier, and that would be my opinion.
For me, it would. I think the biggest thing on past videos of mine that I wish, if only I knew how to do that, was just properly rendering.
Yeah, that's definitely one.
That was a hard thing to figure out. I'm like,
I was like, which file type should I use?
yes. Like, if only I knew that.
I even found a newer one that was like, oh wait, it's even higher quality than what I've been doing for the past 5 years.
That was recent. I
That was
actually
very recent.
Yeah.
It was like a couple months ago.
I noticed that my videos didn't look so good. They like chugged on YouTube, and I'm like,
Yeah.
is this YouTube's fault or my fault? Partially YouTube. They kind of compressed stuff.
Yeah.
But we worked it out and found a better file format.
And when you're editing, this is for anyone that ends up editing anything like with cartoons or anything. Disable resample.
Yes.
Yeah, disable resampling.
What does
It
that
will
mean?
save you so much heartache.
What does that mean?
So with resample, I can't explain technically everything behind it, but
You check
basically
all the-
you'll get double image.
Yeah.
Unless you disable resample.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
That's something I
because
had-
you use Power Director, right?
Yeah, I just
So
use Power
it has different settings than Vegas does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you weirdo.
Okay.
Like the way your videos look are fine, so maybe it does it automatically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right.
Wait, I got a rant. I got jury duty on my birthday.
What? Are you serious?
My mom's like, happy birthday, you got jury duty.
Wow.
Isn't that illegal to get jury duty on your birthday? Don't start with me, Mom. I don't want to do my civic duty. I've already done jury duty.
Oh, dude, I did it once, and there was like this. It was like this guy who like did a murder or something like that, and I was like all excited to be sitting in like the thing, like I'm gonna get this motherfucker. And, like, it was just like, no, y'all can go home. We didn't need y'all for the day. You know?
To be honest, that's what happened to me too, and then I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Another day of nothing, but I had to wake
I
up.
had jury duty once during Juror Appreciation Week, which was being catered by Olive Garden, and I was sitting in a waiting room playing Warcraft 3 on my laptop, eating Olive Garden breadsticks and salads. And I'm like, I don't know if the U.S. government. Like, I hope we did do it. True story. I'm like, I got paid $80 to eat breadsticks? I love this country. All right, you got a question.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel with 12 subscribers. I just want to ask, the music that you can choose while choosing the edited page on the YouTube home site, is that like all no copyrighted?
I'm not too familiar with it because I'm lucky enough to where I have someone who makes his own original music. It's just instrumental background stuff.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday, dear.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday to you.
And remix.
Chug it!
Yeah, race. Chop it.
Shotgun it!
Yeah, I was about to take a bite with the candle. Do it! Wait, I need to make my wish.
It's all edible unless you eat it.
Eat the fire!
Eat the Yay!
I
can't tell you.
It's a
Tree hops.
Go,
Thank you.
Go race best. It's your birthday.
Big hug, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, you're 1 year older, 1 year wiser. Rock and roll star, King Czar and Kaiser. Room full of friends, mouth full of cake.
Oh, yeah.
Every present's for you, but
This is the best YouTube panel ever.
Yeah!
In jury duty, and I don't remember what else. But 40, no, 31. Thank you. You thought it was 41. You look amazing. You look amazing. No, thank you so much, everybody. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
You're all breath.
What kind of cake is it?
Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all ready for this? Check this.
I'm gonna eat this. Shotgun.
Can I eat that?
Shotgun.
One bite. Yeah, so am I. So am I.
What? I want you all to know that I respect myself. All right? I have standards, all right? Which
You don't have to enjoy it, just swallow it.
No. Which means the only proper way to do this is if you count down from 5, all right?
I can't believe I caused this all.
So yeah,
You might want to go wash your hands. You're just gonna eat them? You're just gonna suck on your fingers?
Personal treats and
I need more than that. I will.
No, you're not allowed to leave.
I need to watch the hour. 40
Alright. That was amazing. So anyways,
He had a question about background music.
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually have an answer for this because I don't have Hirasashi making music. So anyways,
Sorry again, by the way.
it's okay. Bye. You have a great con. Eat some cheese curds. So anyways, what you can do for your channel, you just want to get copyright-free music, right? So what you can do is you can either use that big YouTube playlist, or if you want to use a particular song, you can actually find a cover of that song, like for instance, let's say you want to use like "Live to Win," right? Like "Live to Win," that song. Oh yeah, sure, like that. You find a cover of it, and then you just get it, the instrumental, and then you like, if you're talking over it, you won't get any like copyright issues as long as you're talking over it, and you like put it at about -28 dB or something like that. That'll like help you.
Or video game music.
Yeah, video game music.
Usually that doesn't
you
get
get like hit with, because there was one video, I can't remember which one it was, that I got hit with, and it was like, these 10 seconds you use right here, they're not gonna let you get away with it.
Yeah, sometimes it depends on the game.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
Public domain
Don't use
music.
Nintendo music.
No.
No.
No, Nintendo music will get you. Yeah.
Oh.
I hear Sashi.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah?
Okay. Kind of? Well, I want to answer your question fully. Like, oh,
I guess the main question was about like YouTube playlist no copyright, I guess.
oh okay.
You guys answering the question?
Yes. Go ahead, Hirasashi. Yes.
What is a skill that you guys want to learn, but don't have the drive to actually
So what is a skill that we wanted to learn, but we never took the time to actually
don't
follow
have
through?
the drive to actually
On YouTube?
Like a different video editor?
Oh!
It's not even YouTube related. I'm just talking about in life.
Well, can I do one for
general.
each? Because one for each. One thing I think is so cool, and I would love to do this with stuff like tunes, is like those ponies IRL videos where they like, they take the characters and they
like
put
maxing
them
them out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to do that with like just various cartoon characters and like have them
Yeah.
working out with me. But I do not have the drive to do that at all. Like it's just hell, max.
I mean, I wish I was a better editor. Cosmodor, like, really has shown me how, like, efficient in quality.
Yeah, he's fast too.
He's fast.
Isn't it crazy how like you think like I'm a decent editor, but then you get like a real editor, and they're just like, it's like they took off the weighted clothes, and they're just like, oh, this is how you did it. And it's like, God damn, how did you do this? But for real life, something I want to do, but I don't have the drive to do. Okay, this is so basic. I really want to do a backflip because I know I have the strength to do it, but I will not. Gabe, I would, but I am so terrified I'm gonna end up.
No, it's not.
I'm drunk. I can't do it.
That doesn't always work. I want to be a millionaire.
Do it.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. I have taught many people how to do backflips. I was terrified of doing backflips. I'm really good at spotting. I'm good at getting people up to the level. It takes like a couple days, but I can get you there if you want. We just have to do it.
Let's do it now.
Do it.
Do it now.
Yes. Do it right now.
Yes.
He's gonna land on Saber.
Oh, in life?
It's not restricted to YouTube at all. In fact, I'd prefer if it wasn't.
Programming.
Well, you want to program?
Something that's profitable. Because I'm already of the mindset that this YouTube stuff will last forever.
A skill.
Your backup plan here, Sashi.
Drive to do right now.
How's that?
Gabe and Ray, y'all want to answer?
Well, we already know Gabe has every skill, so no point in asking.
Sure.
A skill that I don't have. I wish I could shotgun cake better. Yeah, I put more things in my mouth.
Thank you so much, Laura.
I did used to draw a lot, and I kind of want to go back into drawing and possibly like animating.
Did you draw that dolphin yesterday?
What?
The dolphin yesterday.
What dolphin? No, that was him.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was about to say that was a badass dolphin. I was like, okay, you had a question?
Yes. I have a question about like if anyone going into animation for YouTube, would you have any advice on that?
For animation.
Gabe, you did animation for a while.
Oh, dude, actually working with animation?
Yes, I'm actually going to college for animation.
Oh, very
Nice.
cool. So I've done 3D animation and I've done Flash animation. They're very different.
I'm a 2D animator.
2D, okay, great. So I did, animation. That's how I started on YouTube, actually. What do you have any questions specifically about?
Well, mostly just getting started and how to keep it going.
You know what I'm sorry to cut you off. I just wanted to give this little thing. I watched this video because I watched a few of those Storytime animators. And what they say is they just, take like, you don't have to animate the whole thing. Jade Animation or Emi Richu or like those people where they just, they take like, because these have the cartoon avatar things that they have. So you just like draw that, make a storyboard, and then tell a story just over it.
Yeah, if you want to like do like consistently stuff, like on a consistent schedule, I would say we do like sort of stuff that's has limited animation that doesn't have like too much to it, and then like every so often make something that's like something to improve yourself. So like some limited animations that you might have ideas for would be good because that wouldn't take quite as long to make.
Detail animations is straight up not profitable on YouTube. It's not profitable. Like the amount of time. Let's say you have something super fluid and detailed. It took you a year to make, and it's a 2-minute long project on YouTube. That's not enough.
Yeah, because it's like that sort of thing. Like the best bet to do, if that was your like goal, was to do like those super fluid animations, would be to do something like to do a whole like to have like I'm gonna upload these to YouTube 8 months from now or something like that, and depending on how long you make them, and then be like, all right, I'm just gonna do a bunch of these, and then like upload them as these clips like back to back or like every 2 days or something like that, and like at least have like a few of them done, because that way that multitude that's better for the algorithm. Because the thing with YouTube and the algorithm is like depending on I'd say it's mostly just if you upload once a week, then that's like give you a boost. Like they like consistency and just like over summers.
Because it takes a lot of time to animate
Yeah,
That's why I feel so bad for animators.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
why I suggest like trying to do limited animation.
He's right.
Yeah.
Like the storyboarders, the storytelling animations.
Storyboarders or people who make animatics.
Yeah. YouTube basically drove away animators because it used to be where like, oh wow, a ton of views equals lots of money.
You don't see that many on YouTube these days.
Because it doesn't make sense. Because it's a waste of money and time. Because if you want to make your income through YouTube, it's not going to work if you're an animator doing short, 2-minute fluid animated films or short films, whatever.
Yeah,
that's why storytime animators succeeded because they don't have to spend as much, moving mouths and eyes and stuff. It's
just stagnant.
Like that.
You're reusing assets too.
Yep.
Yeah, and also another thing, like if your first animation is really good, and let's say it takes off, you could always just like, there's nothing wrong with Patreon, and just be like, hey.
I was just about to mention.
Yeah. Like you just be like, hey guys, if you want to help me create more of these, Patreon helps me a lot, and you can like see early things. You can see me working. You can also do like live streams of you working on the stuff and say like, oh.
By the way, I just want to go back to the skill one because I know I didn't get a legit answer to it.
That's the question.
I know, but I'm going back to it anyways. I was gonna say, I think someone else said about drawing. Like I artists, man, and I know there's a lot of like time and practice that goes into that craft. It's not just like, oh yeah, but like Sarah, my wife, does that stuff too, and I'm like, this is so cool. I want to know how to draw. I got stick figures down. Pretty good.
Okay, beer.
Actually, this is kind of on the topic. With Revere has been Hotel.
Oh God, that was God tier. That was beautiful.
What do you think?
I have a dream.
Being able to push more animators towards long form projects like that. That's successful.
I'll tell you right now, that was a lot of talent and dedication and coordination.
And not just one person.
Yeah,
it was a lot of people.
That was a big team, and it was just like it took so long for them to make that, and it was just like they also worked on a bunch of other stuff beforehand, so they were like, oh, this person's great quality wise. So
a part of YouTube I've been noticing as of late where animators have been able to like start their stuff are on something called reanimated projects. Well, they're like,
oh yeah, that's great.
I'm following it's My Life as a Teenage Robot.
They're doing one for Teenage Robot?
Nice.
There's one that's been following for My Life as a Teenage Robot, where they're trying to bring a new final season because the final season of Teenage Robot's not the best.
Final? They're making the entire final season.
Make a final season for it.
Is that legal? Yeah, I feel like that's not legal.
Tons of edge because they're not.
Because I mean, like a reanimated episode. That's like, okay, you're taking an episode and you just.
They're trying to get a full season made, so because let's be fair, it's not a great final season. They wanted to actually give this a proper stuff.
No, I get that, but it's just like legalities are like the biggest thing where it's just like, you're.
Well, I think they're getting one just because it's kind of underground. No one's really knowing about it.
Yeah, Nickelodeon doesn't really care about it.
Oh, okay, well, as long as they don't care about it.
Yeah. I mean, if they tried the Danny fandom, I could see them go after because there's a lot behind that. But it's a bit.
Did you know that Bush Hartman made Danny Phantom?
Did you know that he made Fairly Odd Parents?
You know that Bush Hartman made a lot of cartoons?
Bush Hartman, remember Fairly Odd Parents? Yeah, it's a project. I think it has been will lead to other people being like, well, there's success with this we can try, but it's going to be hard to mimic that level of quality. What they did was it's cool that YouTube is a place where you don't have to go to Netflix and pitch your stuff. You can actually put it on YouTube, and they might go, "Hey, we saw it on YouTube. That's pretty cool. We might fund this."
Okay, you, my friend in the white shirt.
I have a YouTube channel with just a few videos that are mostly for subreddits.
Okay.
But I have been wanting to learn editing so that I can sneak in things just to make the videos more compact or a few neat cutaways here and there to make it more enjoyable.
Right.
So how would you recommend pacing and learning my editing? Like try to get everything done so that the first video is of high quality, or learn a little bit at a time so you have like the first few bad videos.
See, is Pinkie Pie dying outside?
Yeah, she's crazy.
She's already dead.
To help you out, I want to say this because the editing thing. To me, I know some people cringe when they do it, but I like going back to my old videos like, I did not know crap about editing. It's just like, it's cool to see how you grow and evolve and adapt, and like, because there's certain, I learn something new every year when it comes to editing, and it's just like, so I think you just.
Yeah, the only way to know that you improve is just to keep making stuff.
Yeah, so like, not everything you do is going to be like 100%. It's not going to be like, oh, this is, a god to your editing. But like, if you just practice and you put it out, and it's just like, okay, and then like, it also depends on like how many, like, not trying to diss or anything, it's like how many subscribers you have too. Because like, if your editing is like not is like ideal, but you have like 500 subscribers, like, oh, I want to see this person, grow, like see how they grow and adapt. And then like when you get bigger and bigger, it's like, oh, their editing has like increased along with their skills, and it's like a fascinating thing. Like some people subscribe will mention like, well, your editing has come so far since when you started, and then it's just like some people will actually follow you to see if you improve that regard. It's like a pretty cool thing.
To go off that too, as far as Gabe has to go somewhere really new, guys. So everyone say bye, Gabe.
How come he gets
so as far as also like uploading, I feel like it actually helps to have content on your channel before you do end up with a video that's going to be the one that say like, oh, this is my most proud one, maybe the one that's going to bring in a lot of subscribers. Because I feel like if you don't have content on your channel, but you have that big video that goes out, I feel like sometimes people are like, okay, this was fun, but let's see what else this person has made.
Yeah.
And if there's nothing on your channel, it might be like, was this a one-hit wonder? Did this person even make it or find it somewhere else? Like, there's questions, like, because that's for me, like, when I started my YouTube channel, I'm like, well, let me start putting some pony stuff out there. And like each thing I put out, like I didn't know if it would be the one that would take off. I didn't know if any of it would take off. But I feel like what helped me, especially when Bronies Reacts became a thing, is that people were able to see that, oh, there is other content on here. This isn't just like a one-time deal, like, this YouTube creator makes stuff.
Yeah, because like that used to happen a lot in the day of like early 2000s YouTube, like not like or mid 2000s YouTube, where it was like, for example, Jenna Marbles, great YouTuber, love her to death, but like her video that went viral was that makeup video where she's like, oh, this, but then if you looked at her other videos before that, it was just sort of like random stuff she did. But if you have like a video, because this is exactly what happened to me, was 2016, I like had a library of content, and then one of my videos took off, like got 1 million views, and because that. Yeah, the One Punch Man training video.
One Punch Munch.
One Punch Munch. Yeah, it's good cereal, guys. Go buy it. Japan, get my idea. Patent pending. So, anyways, but like that actually helped me a lot because I had such a library of content that everyone was like, oh, he actually does other stuff, and they were like, oh, I'm gonna, go and look it up and subscribe and do that. So like that is another thing. If you have a bunch of like content on your channel, they'll just be more inclined to check you out.
That's true. All right, we'll get to you, but we're going to some folks up first. Yes. You.
Well, this past April, at least, I mentioned that I uploaded a video that had taken off, and since then, like at the time, the video had like 10,000 views. I had gone from like 50 subscribers to like 150. Since then, I've doubled my subscriber count, and the video's gone up to 100,000.
Dang, what was the video?
Yeah.
It was a random Digimon video that
Oh yeah, prodigious, bro.
That was a video I made like 30 minutes, and like basically since then I've just had no ideas. The video idea just came to me one day, just went random. I just made it because I was thinking about the series at the time, and then like nothing's come to me since then.
I mean, do you want to make content, or is this something where we're just random, like, I'll just make some whatever?
It's like I've made a couple things for like whatever, but it's like if I can like make something out of it, it'd be nice.
You can't force it though. Like a lot of it comes from like that drive or that idea of like, hey, I want to make something. I want to make maybe a series of things or maybe one-offs that can become something to do more with, or just different ideas. But I don't think there's any like shame in putting out a video and having it have success, but then also being in a spot where you're like, I don't know what the next one's going to be. I don't think there's any rush per se. When something comes to you, that's the right time to start going after that next project. Because you also don't want to feel like you're too stuck on what does the audience need right now. A lot of times it's what does the content creator need as well. So yeah. But congrats on the video. That's doing
congrats,
well.
man.
Let's say you have a good idea for something, but you don't quite have that skill set yet.
Oh yeah.
Like, would you start with like kind of just doing storyboards, or in like simpler kind of animation kind of things?
I mean, definitely, learn how to crawl before you walk kind of thing. I mean, YouTube's a great teacher. There's so many good tutorials. Some of the best editors that come from the Pony family. Self-taught. So, like, get your hands on some other, like, videos to practice on. Like, oh, I'm going to go stupid video about this and that, and just practice masking things in Vegas, or how to the ups and downs of Adobe or whatever, like Premiere. So, it takes time. But if you've got a really good idea that requires a technical level, then I'd hold back. No, I'll tell you right now, a good idea is always better than a technical, like, efficiency.
Yeah, but like, always keep that in mind for when you can do the thing. Because it's just like, because there are a lot of ideas I have, and I'm just like, God, I wish I had like the skill to do it, or like the team, because it's just like, I have these like great ideas, but it's just like, I can't do them at the moment. Yeah, but so it's just like, I just have them saved in like these little files that I can get to like later on. It's just like, okay, like when I do have the skills, I'll be able to conquer this. Yeah, just take it. Yeah, work on smaller stuff, and then that will help build you to that.
Or find people who are better at it than you and work together with them. Because there's plenty of folks who do a lot better things than I do. I hire them.
Exactly.
Draw them with editing, stuff like that. Yes, Santa.
How do you learn to juggle life with
YouTube? Still learning that.
Honestly, it depends on because for people who are football and YouTubers, like some people can juggle it because it's like, oh, I just vlog my life. And there you go, I'm living my life and doing it on YouTube. But then there's like, if I'm working on a video myself, instead of giving it to my editor, this is like the blueprint. It's just like, okay, I gotta write the script. Okay, I know editing for this video is going to be like probably 10 hours or something like that. So like I, film, do the editing, stuff like that. And then like, depending on when I get it done, I can do whatever afterwards. Like for me, I think the part I always get stuck at is the script writing. Like that's my I don't know, but like editing, like once I get to like filming and editing, it's a process, but it's still just like, I'm pretty much in the gold right there. I know what I'm doing.
For me, since YouTube isn't a full-time thing for me, it's more of a hobby deal, but still a big part of my schedule is I do keep a schedule as far as like when I want to get certain videos out, and that helps me keep track of or not lose track of ideas that I've had, but also let me know like, okay, I'm in a good spot with editing right now. Maybe I'm ahead of schedule from where I wanted to be, and then in rare times for me, that's when I'm like, oh wow, free time, amazing. So, because I mean, it's not just YouTube that I do, and it's not just my regular work as an engineer. It's also juggling that with being a racing announcer, doing live stream footage for racing, doing all this other stuff. But on top of that, I like continuing the YouTube stuff as well. So I found that a schedule is a good motivator for me, and also something that helps me kind of figure out like, all right, what should I budget as far as editing time for myself? Again, it's different being not a full-time YouTuber, but that's something that I try to take advantage of, is just keeping track of the schedule.
Hello, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Race. Like, if you're gonna try to make videos, I would say a schedule is something you should definitely try to work out, like during the week, and like which days you want to like take a break from doing YouTube stuff, and then like which hours of the day, like when you wake up, like okay, when am I going to write for a video, or when am I going to edit for a video or record, and then figure it out from there of like how many hours you want to dedicate to during doing certain things of the process, and putting that on the schedule.
All right. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Were your channels created just, I mean, what were your channels like before Friendship is Magic?
Okay, hobbies, all of us.
Okay, so I'm gonna be real. This is what. There's no kids there. Okay. All right. So the reason I made this my YouTube. Oh. Okay, well you're old. Okay, so the reason I made my YouTube channel is not bad. It's not bad. It was just like there was this video of these two girls kissing, and I wanted to see it, but it was age restricted. So I just made. That was the only reason. That was the only reason why I made it. And so
that is the weirdest motivation. I want to see if this is age restricted.
Watch the video. He's like, I want to do this for a career.
Yeah, no, because like I remember it.
That has nothing to do with what you're gonna upload, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's the only reason I
Or
can
is
it? Yeah, look. Anyways, the reason because I would watch YouTube all the time, but I never made an account just because I was just like, I'm not gonna do it. I remember, this is so stupid. I remember I lied about my age on the thing because I was like 15 when I made it. I was like 25, and I thought
your account right now.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna like come after me because I was lying about my age, and I was like so paranoid. I was like, I'm a liar. I'm such a bad person. So like, I did it with that.
Did I read my long
I thought that was my birthday present. But no, I don't think.
Okay.
I didn't have a wallet here. That was the only thing that was on the table.
Okay. Why don't you explain to me why you had such a girls'
Or I can answer the question. So for me, I initially created. So the whole reason that there's two letters AC in front of my name is because when I wanted to create my channel, I wanted the name to just be ACRacebest. It was the name that I was using online, but then. My plan for the channel was I'm going to be making Chippendale Rescue Ranger videos. I'm like, this is
all the
time.
thing.
All the time. I really did. I was like, this is it. And so when my channel, it said ACRacebest isn't available for a name, so I used AC, which stands for Acorn Cafe, which is like the main hub for the forum, or forum, which is the main hub of the Chippendale Rescue Ranger fandom. And so, yeah, so I'm like, well, ACRacebest, that makes sense. So now I've gone through 8 years of people going, what does the AC stand for? Because everyone does No, we're in Wisconsin. Aged cheese. I stole that from Paleo.
Yeah, Paleo, how did you get your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
See a dolphin at the killer whales.
I like paleontology and Stenosaurus.
Yeah, Paleo's from paleontology because I like dinosaurs, and Stenos from Steno.
Wow, what a nerd!
My favorite species of dolphin.
Oh, Steno's a dolphin?
Quiet.
Steno brennanensis, which is a rough-toothed dolphin. That's my favorite species of dolphin. But like the current channel I have now is actually my third channel. Yeah, the first channel I had, I made like crappy music videos to System of a Down. Just like a lot of random stuff that I would upload.
I want to see if those are still on YouTube.
And that was my first channel. Then the second channel, I tried to do more consistent stuff where I would just vlog about random things. And then I found ponies, and then I started doing pony reviews on that channel. But then that channel got a big copyright strike scare, so I was like, I'm just going to delete everything and start a new channel. So that's why I have the channel.
Welcome back.
Yeah. And then and I've had that one ever since 2013.
Okay. And Jax played for me, just because I like Jax from Mortal Kombat. I like Marvel's Blade, and then I was like 7 Dragon Balls, 07, and then years later I lost to 7.
I started my channel because I wanted to be able to make playlists, and then I started making YouTube poops, and it was fun.
There you go.
Yep.
You have a question here, Sashi.
Go, Hero.
It's not YouTube related yet again.
Okay.
Good. Let's hear it.
I need a consensus.
Consensus.
Between all 4 of you.
It's Utopia.
Right?
No.
Between The Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, Zootopia, and My Little Pony G4, one of them has to be deleted.
Can we appreciate that I knew somehow that Zootopia was going to be in this? Like, I did not.
So, say the 4 again?
Wait, I take my answer back.
Yeah! It's too late.
Deleted from existence!
I don't feel so good.
It was Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, Zootopia.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
I was just saying Beauty and the
Yeah,
Beast.
I have only seen Beauty and the Beast twice.
Do you see the live
I mean,
action?
I love both Beauty and the Beast and the Lion King, but I gotta say Beauty and the Beast
Beauty
has
and
to
the
go.
Beast. Is it even really?
We're a bunch of furries up here, alright? What did you expect?
Okay, I watched Beauty and the Beast once as a kid, and it's something in that movie, I don't know what it was, scared the hell out of me. I haven't watched it. And then I watched it.
It was probably the
I don't know, maybe. But like, and then like I watched it as an adult with him because he was watching the live action movie, and I don't know. I mean, I like the movie, but it's not like, oh my god. Like we were watching Zootopia last night, the first time. I was like, this is a really damn good movie.
Yeah, but this isn't me trying to be a goof on you, Reyes. I picked Zootopia.
Why?
Why? It doesn't have as big of an impact.
Wow, it's like it came out in 2016. Holy crap, imagine that.
Put your things away, alright?
It's the clouds you gotta watch out for.
Clouds away, birthday boys.
I'm from Savannah.
Yes.
That is an interesting discussion because it comes down to like, yeah, Beauty and the Beast was like one of the, it was like the first animated film to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture, right?
Yeah.
Is that when the Beast was in his tuxedo, or was that something else?
I think so, yeah.
That was.
Okay.
The Lion King is like one of the greatest anime movies of all time, like both financially and critically.
Yeah.
I love Zootopia. My Little Pony is unfair because that had
We wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for that thing.
another fourth, like Lilo and Stitch. I'd be like, bye. But like, My Little Pony, people like that one's very biased.
I mean, I like the movie.
I love Zootopia. I think it's great. I think it's one of the best like modern animated films ever. But I mean, come on.
It's like the
Beauty and
best
the Beast,
one
Lion King. That's like Disney like pillars of animation.
It's okay though, if 75% of people agree that Zootopia is staying, I can live with that.
Raise your hand if you pick Zootopia to go. All right, everybody. Cool.
Really? Whoa. I need to watch Beauty and the Beast again. Y'all make everything.
And on my birthday, Hirosashi. Wow.
How important Beauty and the Beast is to Disney's legacy.
There would have been another one that
It's
came.
not even my favorite.
There would have been another one.
It's not even my favorite.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Oh, Chicken Little.
Okay. Chicken Little. What's yours?
No.
Meet the Robinsons.
What's your actual favorite?
Yeah.
I'm not good at answering this question.
You told me it was Beauty and the Beast.
Thank you, honey. Very nice.
Beauty and the Beast. Okay, what's yours?
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine's a Great Mouse Detective.
Great Mouse Detective.
Ooh, high five to that.
Race, 2D wise, not 3D. What's your favorite Disney film? Is it Rescuers Down Under?
Rescuers Down Under.
Okay.
that's
Okay, good. Alright, I just want hungry.
Jax,
What?
what's yours?
It's honestly a tie between Mulan and Disney Hercules because I see myself in that movie. Like every time I watch Hercules, watch Hercules, I see myself in that movie.
What? As demons?
Yeah, exactly. It's like so James Wood. I can go the distance. I don't care how far I was crying.
Now I wanna go back to your answer though, Saber. So you were saying Beauty and the Beast. Is it because it's your favorite? Because it was a personal thing, not a what impact did it have?
This is tough because on a technical level, I'd say Pinocchio is like one of the greatest animated films like all time.
That monstro scene was.
Yeah, they animated water. At that point, they're like, how do you animate water? And they're like, I guess we just do it. Because a lot of my answers are for their achievements, for groundbreaking stuff. Zootopia is existing in an era where a lot of the ground has been broken, and it didn't really break ground.
Ooh, you don't know Zootopia very well.
It broke
I'll just leave it at
ground!
this, sir. I'll talk about animation.
I'm just saying, as in like on the animation, like good story, good characters, you know, but like it wasn't like, wow, this changed the game.
Though, the fur technology is next level.
Next
Yeah,
level.
but Monsters Inc. That's still not
Okay.
Oh, Disney is just like generally good. Like the de-aging effect they got, like in those MCU movies, they did. It's like incredible.
Oh god.
The way they do that.
So what we're saying is,
like a blob of just flesh colored Play-Doh.
No, there was one scene where you're just like, that was legit.
For the most part, it looked good, but no, I did not like Robert Downey Jr. He just looked kind of blobbish.
Oh, that scene got me in Civil War. I haven't watched it in a while, so.
But yeah, Pinocchio's technical level is like unmatched. I mean, when you see how much, but then they learn quickly. It's like we're not making enough money off of this.
it's crazy to me that Snow White was made in what 37? Is that the year?
Whew. What was that paleo where like I listened to a podcast recently where they were like, I think Snow White was the best performing movie that year financially.
Yeah, because a lot of studios were putting out some crap that year.
So like, the Oscars actually made an original like trophy, little Oscar.
Yeah, little Oscar with like 7 little ones.
7 little Oscars. I think that's in Disney World at the Walt Disney Museum. You can see it there.
Huh?
Yeah, we are talking about
You're right.
Choco Pony.
Speaking of Zootopia, Ace, why are you moving in on our turf? We started a Zootopia podcasting game.
I'm just in trouble right now.
Ooh, busted.
Everybody should go check out Zootopia Minute. It's awesome.
We will all love you back to have you guys all back on Zootopia Minute eventually.
Yeah, no, we've a lot of. I don't know if Jax, if you've been on it, but I know.
I can talk about that.
I don't know Zootopia Minute.
We were at our Everfree panel.
Oh, yeah,
Everfree on EQLA.
Yeah, we've been on it. It's a real fun podcast. Check it out. They go through each minute of the movie.
But you're starting your own Zootopia podcast now?
Well, no. So Zootopia News Network, it's basically the Equestria Daily for Zootopia, they have a podcast going now, started by Andy, and they asked me to be part of it when I can. So I miss a joke over here. But yeah, so it's not something that they just asked me, hey, be a part of it, and then, we'll see where that
Let's
goes.
just do another Zootopia panel at this con. Start one right now.
Yeah. We did it. We've done it.
Wait, him right there. He's new.
So, you say you only watch Zootopia once. Ace, you're slacking. I thought you watch it every second.
I'm watching it right now.
Actually, that's true. We are watching it.
No joke. There was like a 3-month time period where he didn't bring up Zootopia, and I'm like, is everything okay, Race? I was worried.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you guys.
All right, let's. We got a few minutes left, so let's keep printing these out. We'll do you, and then you. Yes.
Are there any older channels that you felt really inspired by that you don't?
Oh yeah.
That you don't think get as much recognition?
One that's been in the game for a very long time is Andre Meadows.
Black Nerd.
Black Nerd Comedy.
Yeah.
I've been watching him since like 2007. I feel like he goes underappreciated a lot.
He streams more now on Twitch.
Yeah, he streams a lot, though he's also taken a couple of breaks this year from YouTube.
Yeah.
So, but he still makes like really good content. And he has like very interesting opinions.
Good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like someone who really inspired me a lot when I was like first starting out, and still does to this day, even though like I still like his stuff a lot, is of course like James Rolfe, Angry Video Game Nerd. Yeah. Like he inspired me so much. Like his Monster Madness month, I was obsessive over.
James was like the first person to really like break ground from an analytical approach to YouTube, where it's like person going, hey, let's talk about this. So, and he's still
he's still good. Like the thing is, I can still watch him. Like I can watch either him do his nerd stuff or
Godzilla-thons.
Godzilla-thons, or like when he's just James, because I like him so much as just a person. I can watch him anytime.
And then Mike Matei had a show. I actually talked to Mike Matei on Facebook. We're friends for like a year.
Oh really?
When? Like 2007.
Really? Damn.
I got to talk on Facebook to Kid Anakin. I'm telling the truth. His name was Christopher,
You mean Jake Lloyd?
Jake Lloyd, thank you. I was like Christopher Lloyd. Jake Lloyd.
Yeah.
I found him on Facebook, and I'm like, dude, are you actually Kid Anakin? I mean, this could have been a lie. It could have been someone's pulling my chain. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what was it like? He was like, eh. I'm like, what are you doing nowadays in college? I'm like,
do you have the DMs from this still?
No, it's long ago.
Oh, I mean, like, if you had...
I didn't. To answer the question, I didn't have a specific channel that for me that I was like, oh yeah, like I can't name it or anything, but it was the channels that were making the trailer spoofs, which were big around 2006.
Oh yeah.
That's what the first video I ever uploaded was a trailer spoof. Yeah, I did. I did a couple.
Didn't Tobuscus do something like that?
Tobuscus.
Yeah, that's a old channel.
Probably. That was one of those channels that ended up having a lot of weird stuff around it too. I think.
I think so. Yeah.
But that inspired me.
Day 9 for me. He's his streams. He's very professional, good energy, and that inspired me how to at least try to be good about it. So yeah, he does more streaming than YouTube is. We got a few more minutes left. We'll do you and then you. So yes.
Yeah.
Next question.
He called me by my real name.
What would you do if you found out that Area 51 was housing a portal?
Well,
yeah, that's a good question. Would you leave Judy? Would you leave Sarah?
Judy Hawes?
Well, you would have to break up Judy from Nick.
I'll take Nick. God, it's almost like we had a 3-hour conversation about this last night.
Yeah, we did.
No, so can I come back? That's my question.
No.
No.
Wait, is it like?
I would not go.
Can it be like?
What if they had a copy of Zootopia 2?
Okay, I would go.
Is it like? Could it be like Digimon rules, or is it like Inuyasha rules, where like you jump into this pit and then time freezes and you can stay in it for as long as you want, and then you? That's like Digimon rules.
There's two things that would be like a thing about this is that like all the amazing friendships I have that I can count on one hand. No, but I mean seriously, like a lot of that is like, it means a lot to me. Like to answer this very seriously, so I'm like no. But then the other part of me is like, I don't know if they have like stock car racing in Zootopia. And so that's another thing. I'm like, I'd miss that a lot. So
Here's the question: would you turn into an animal if you went through this portal too?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Otherwise I'd feel really like
jackass.
What kind of animal would you?
Already there, buddy. Could be. Thanks. Thank you so much. Good question. I'll have
question. Oh, you have a question?
Okay, I just wanted to ask a little more about YouTube.
Sure.
No, this is Zootopia.
Mistake.
How do you get monetized on your videos, and how can you tell if you're monetized?
You apply for eligibility, and then YouTube will go, hey, you are now up for monetization.
Yeah, now it's different. Like before, back in the day, you could just do it, but now you have to have like 1,000 subs, this many hours watched.
40,000 hours of watch time.
You have to qualify. You have to go through just type in Google, like, how do I get monetized on YouTube? They'll tell you the rules, what you need to get there. They'll require information once you get there, and yeah, so you do it.
Yeah, and then here's a little tip if you're trying to avoid like copyright stuff, whatever you do. What you do is you put your video, like whatever you do, because a lot of people just use the thing like, oh, I'm going to talk about My Hero Academia, right? And they're going to be like, oh, they just talk and the full screen is like just the clip playing. Like what you can do to mitigate that is you can put it into a border box, and then you can put that clip in the border box so it's just, it's covered, and then also like improve the speed of it, and then flip the clip around so it's like mirrored. And then
YouTube fun.
Yeah, I know. It's like all these little tips and tricks. But like if you edit the video, like if you put so much modifications to the video, then they can't like recognize it as copyright stuff.
So one thing I did for a while is that I would just use screen caps instead of like.
Yeah, screen caps you can't get at all.
Until that got you, right?
Yeah, well, usually it was like manual review for that.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like the company's like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget the fact that they can just get you for just talking about something with no visuals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
I had this. This is going to be like the last thing on copyright, just to finish it off. But the funny thing with like we could talk probably for hours about how terrible the copyright system continues to be. But the funny thing that I recently discovered is that on the Low Budget TV side, the racing channel I have, we do pay-per-view events. So it's like pay site material or whatever. And somebody recorded an entire event that we did and uploaded it to YouTube. It's got our name, Low Budget TV, all over it. We have all the information that we need for it. And so we went and went to copyright the video, saying like this is our stuff. And YouTube came back to us saying there's not enough evidence that you own the copyright for this. To which I'm like, excuse me. Of all the hits that I have on my channel, yeah, I'm like, what? It literally has our name on it. So yeah, there's still some fixing to do on that. But
well, thank you all for joining us for the How to YouTube panel. We hope we are informative and fun. Thank you all.
Go start a YouTube channel with Cheese Curds. Yes.
Have a wonderful Saturday Ciderfest.
Ciderfest. Go have some fun. Go eat some cheese curds. Go eat some cheese.
Just said cheese curds.
Why? You can't get enough cheese curds. But also drink your fiber.